Hey, this is Timur, as well as Anurag and Sakif, filming a World's Robot Explanation video. Yeah, let's get into it. First, I'm gonna start off with the Drivebase, which is very similar to the Drivebase from the NorCal SIGBot, but we have 5.5 watt motors. That's the new addition. So I'll just recap it real quick. It's 450 RPM, 325 inch wheels. So that's a 600 RPM cartridge in each motor, onto a 36 tooth gear and a 48 tooth gear. And we got the high strength gear and the normal gear because like contact patch and stuff apparently is better. Yeah. Oh, we also screw joint wheels just because that like braces the drive. That means we can like do that and the robot's still fine. That's why we put the bot in the plane with no problems, because you know it's not gonna break. You know, hella bracing on the drive just to make sure all the friction stays the same once you tune it up. Yeah, for the 5.5 watt motor stuff, we just take like a 3-to-1 gear ratio, so 36 to 12 tooth, and then this is a 36 to another 36, so you're just transferring the 600 RPM along these two gears. And we also laser cut this piece of plastic, just so I could put the bearing flat inside plastic, meaning it's like all lined up properly and whatnot. And the reason we have to do this is so the wing could fit when it, you know, folds in, because if we had a C channel here, it would get in the way of the wing. So yeah. Another thing, we have a bunch of these plastic nylocks for weight savings, which we'll get to later, but you know, they're kind of aids, but yeah. So
explain why.
Oh yeah, it's because you know, the thread kind of comes loose a lot, so if you over tighten it, it's pretty bad.
I think it's mainly the ones that already have the thread, right? The unthreaded or the
I forget, honestly.
Oh,
yeah. But okay, we also have sleds for going over the barrier, back sleds, just so that we have like the one ball cycle. It's hella fast. So, you know, you just zip around the field. And I think honestly, like people said our barrier crosses fast. That's, I think, mostly to do with the 5.5 watt motor stuff. So we have a 7 motor drive technically, and these two tractions in the middle. Like you want a lot of acceleration when you're on top of the pipe so that you kind of continue that momentum and you don't like die off. And the sled shape is pretty important to like make sure you're transferring momentum properly and all that. Also got bracing, high strength axles, 2 of them, and we also got this bad brace which is bent because we were playing defense, but that's fine. We had to actually swap this out on like the second day of Worlds. Yeah. I think, yeah. So yeah, that's Drivebase. Socket now can talk about the intake. Come a bit closer though.
Alright guys, so yeah, so this is our intake. It's pretty basic, I'd say, pretty standard. It's one of the lower intakes, I'd say, compared to most teams, but you know, dude, stop. What the hell, bro? Dude. Yeah, so basically, because we were too, we actually had a chains here originally, but we were too scared that it would, you know, snap, and also we had to put plastic and it kind of made the robot stick out kind of a lot. We just switched to gears, so it's I think a 36 to 12 with the 200 cartridge, so it's 600 RPM.
Half cut 12 tooth gear.
Yeah. And yeah, these are our sleds to avoid, you know, clipping. They're a lot smaller than our previous sleds. And we have this C-channel, or sorry, this piece of plastic that, you know, when a lot of teams would contact other intakes, or when you would hit, it would lift up their intake and would steal tri-balls pretty easily. And yeah, I think, as I mentioned, because the intake's pretty low, it's really difficult to steal from us. And then we just have our stoppers are pretty much just these rubber links here. They just land on the stand-up, soften the landing, and then tension with like a rubber band on it each side. And then you have the rope, which honestly it doesn't really do anything because of this tank sometimes moves and slightly gets in the way. So when we score, it kind of like hits. But the point is that the rope is supposed to prevent it from getting like going too far up. But yeah, it doesn't really do anything, to be honest with you. What else? Oh, yeah. And
trapdoor.
Oh yeah, trapdoor. Oh, and we, by the way, we have this just half cut, or like this.
Not half cut.
It's not half cut, but circular kind of cut piece of plastic. So yeah, just basically to hold the tri-ball in correct position to get over the bar. Because if it's not half cut, what we notice is that it would often clip when you're going down.
Yeah.
So that's why. And then here's just a trapdoor. Pretty much that we can just drop it in. The idea is that we drop it in and Alex outakes a little bit, and then pretty much he drives in and he doesn't have to outtake anymore. And then the should just go in. He still used to outtake a lot just in case, you know. but
Force of habit.
yeah, kind of just a habit thing. But you don't have to outtake because once it goes in, you just have to push into the goal and try about get pushed in. And the trapdoor is just slightly tension, just to pull up, just enough. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. And oh yeah, this is all screw joints, by the way. Yeah, and we use 2 C channels here because we noticed this originally. We just had 1 C channel, and just from here to this, and put an eye lock there, but over time it bent, so we just extended this, add a little bit more weight, but it was more secure. Yeah.
Okay, now we talk about the climb. Great climb. It's a C tier, 4 piston climb. The pistons are 75 millimeters or 3 inch. Yeah, so Conrad, can you open the climb? There you go. So that's how much it extends. Important thing with this climb is we kind of put the joint as far away as possible from the rotation point. So you're trying to maximize this distance. It's some like physics stuff that makes it work extremely well. And we also have these rubber bands to kind of like save the energy, because you're wasting a lot of stuff when you're pushing up. You compress, you put them into the rubber bands, kind of recover a little bit of it. So that's that. We also have these plastic gussets. That's where the pipe sits, and it's like slightly wider than the pipe, just so that there's like very minimal friction when it's rotating there. Yeah. Also got the tank on top for weight distribution. So you lift the tank up, you don't have to lift this weight back up when you're actually climbing. And let me put the bot.
Bro,
Okay, so we got the bot on the high stakes ladder, but it pretty much works the same. So it climbs and then balances like that. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna put the bot down. So the pistons also rotate on this high strength axle, which are on these 2 pillow blocks, bearings. Yeah. And then another thing we did because of climb, we 3D printed license plates, which we can take off and like flip back on.
to save the weight.
To save the weight. And also it's because, when you're snapping on blues to reds, you change the weight slightly, and the license plate is pretty significant. Not really, but like when it comes to balancing the climb, it is.
It does
So
It looks cool.
it also looks cool. There you go. So we got the custom font, W3D printing.
Wait, did we talk about the wall?
Oh wait, yeah, we also forgot about we got these wall riders out of plastic, because on the plastic wheels, when you're driving, like, wait, let me get it. That is a lot better.
Slide right off.
Yeah. We don't need them in the back because it's slightly curved anyways.
It's curved inwards almost.
Yeah.
It's slightly inwards.
And Alex is just fine with driving on the back, I guess, yeah. Okay, what else? We got wings. Do you want to talk about the wings socket?
Yeah, man. So, wings, they're just wings, guys. Nothing crazy about these. We don't have front wings because, we don't need them, but yeah. And weight mainly and space, as you can see, because we just don't have the space for wings here. But yeah, we just use these horizontal wings, but I think we initially had the vertical wings, but because we built them really badly, they bent a lot. So we went back to these. We mainly just use these, honestly, for bowling. The standoff underneath the wings just helps us touch the bar. And we use the wings for skills, obviously, but pretty much just for bowling is what we use these for. And yeah, we attach the piston. You can't really see it, I think. You see
That's the piston attachment.
Yeah, that's it. And then just use this piece of plexi just to help, secure the wing, make sure it doesn't bend too much.
Secure the top part of it, yeah.
I think that's pretty much it for wings.
Slapper?
Oh, the slapper.
The go-to slapper.
Me and
Okay.
Timur's favorite piece.
So the
Yep.
slapper is
Keep
just
it in frame.
oh yeah, it's a 48 to 24. Pretty much just cloned a 1095s, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's a detachable slapper. We just put it right
It's right there.
Let's show where we put it.
Yeah. Check out this really bent C channel.
Take out that C channel. Dude, you just drove in my foot. I'm sorry. Dude, yeah. We take out the C channel off. We just mount it using these holes we have from the high strength axle. And we take off the motor for the intake, obviously, because we have a 7-motor drive, so we only have one available motor. Yeah, I mean, it worked pretty well for us. But
What do we get, like 50th in skills?
Yeah. And,
Man.
we're not a skills
First
team.
in spirit.
We're not a good skills team, guys. But yeah, it was a solid slapper.
The slapper of all time.
Yeah.
Right.
What else?
I think that's it. Oh wait, got one more thing. The solenoids are down here for weight distribution. Try to move them as far forward as possible. That's why the battery is on the bottom and like towards the front as well, so you can kind of pull it through. Except the zip tie here prevents the battery from going forwards. W battery mount.
Yeah, we just want it all near the front, so barrier crosses.
Yeah.
As
So
good as
prioritize barrier cross.
Yeah, 1x1s basically.
Yeah, the 1x1 cycle. That's kind of what we tuned up. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know. There's just hella bracing everywhere, I guess. You know, you got the triangle.
Honestly, it's
bracing.
mainly the intake. I think where all the bracing went because
Yeah.
our intake kept getting bending on that NorCal or like the first iteration of this, the 6-motor drive.
Yep.
Our mid-season bot, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it. Good luck in. Oh wait, not good luck. Okay.
Wait,
we use
no, not that.
we use the
We're not done yet.
we use
Not
the
done yet.
bands to hold the intake up.
Yeah.
By the way,
That's our starting position.
a lot of people use this too, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's because our intake starts. We start out of size actually. Or
It's like
we are out of size.
An
if
inch or
we-
two, maybe. Yeah.
It's not that much,
I
but
think this is like barely in size, so
Yeah.
everything outside is just out of size.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's it. You talk about distance sensor.
Oh,
Okay,
on
sure. So this distance sensor just basically detects when you're under the pipe. We just use that for our autons to make sure we don't cross and they're all consistent. Like in the qualification autons, we basically touch it all the time, right?
Yep.
So. yeah,
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Now, good luck in high stakes. We're graduating, so you won't see us, but you'll see Alex, the GOAT.
Yep.
All right.